Welcome back, guys, to a new episode of Satisfactory. Today, I want to achieve a few things. And I tried to make a nice looking list. Came out a little bit wrong, but on the right side of the screen, you can see our two goals of this episode. Before we get to that, however, on the top right of our screen, you can see we have completed the delivery of our smart plating. So we can go ahead and put the rest into the sink because we don't really need them anymore. At least for the time being. And might as well just have a way to keep this factory running. So we're back here and still needs a lot of work, but you can see the conveyor is totally full. So what I want to do, let's see, let's put a splitter in, like right on the center, and put a lift, and then let's go to straight mode. And into the sink they go. Now you can see we already have 5 coupons and the other sink is still working, so I mean it's not like we're not doing anything, but they take a lot of time. Might as well just keep them producing, and we'll keep the smart platings over here just stacked on the conveyor for now, and we'll have to revisit this to this entire factory to complete our next phase as soon as we get to steel, that is. Look at the line coming now. There's so much smart plating already extra that we have completed, so let's see how much impact it actually has on our sink. It's firing up. So at the moment we're at 720. There we go. And from 720 it jumped up to 28,000. So that's a real big increase. And it will slow down a little bit as soon as the buffers clear. Let's see if we can actually get up here. There we go. And go through here. It's so cool seeing all the things moving around. And I think, yeah, the buff's already clear, so we'll only be producing the 4 a minute. But still, I think it's worth it. Now, while we're here, let's check on our doggies. And, oh, what? A nuke obelisk? Well, thank you. And, yeah, some wire. Thank you as well. Okay, so next thing is I want to work on our power situation, because I wasn't really happy with the way I left the coal plant. Between episodes, I've done a lot of work already, but I'll show you in a bit, because while we're here, first, let's see if we can knock out some milestones and maybe even some research. Okay, let's see. Milestones. So we've done the coal. Now we got 3 left in this tier. And for vehicles, we need items we have and modular frames. For steel, same thing. And oh, this one we can actually do. Let's select this one already. And let's have a quick look at 4 as well. 4 needs steel, so we can't do that. Steel, 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 steel. Okay, so we actually have to do steel before we can go any further. But we'll select this one for now. In fact, let's just fill this up. We need some rods and some wire. The red button.
Milestone reached. The xeno-basher is a direct upgrade from the xeno-zapper. In the words of the engineer that first developed this tool, quote, "The zapper kind of electrocutes things, the basher straight up smacks stuff, while also electrocuting them," unquote. It is beneficial during encounters with aggressive fauna and has been tested thoroughly. The engineer's noble sacrifice for xeno research will not be forgotten, whoever they were.
Okay, cool. So a xeno basher, I think that will help us a lot. First, I want to do a little quick setup here because we are not producing the modular frames yet. And let's hook this one up to power. And let's put here some module frames. So you need rods and reinforced plates so he can get cooking. It's only 2 a minute and it's a temporary fix, but we need a bit to actually get the milestones done. Now let's have a look in our research tree. What can we do? We could do this one probably. This one as well. This one for sure. We can't do that one because that needs quite a bit of things. Oh, we can get the gun. Okay. We haven't found any SAM yet. We could do this one as well, maybe. And this one needs steel, so no. Power slugs. We could do the power slugs. We could unlock these. We needed them in a other research thing. Cool. And because I really think we need steel for that as well. So we really need to progress to steel. And now we need 30 modular frames. Well, we only have 6 for now, but that's enough to make the basher. So let's have a look. Okay, here it is. The basher. Oh god. Oh yeah. Hiya. Okay, so the first 25 are done, and it's time for another button press. Here we go.
Milestone reached. Tractors permit pioneers to move around the world in a manner similar to using legs, except with wheels and the rampant consumption of natural resources. They can also be automated to self-drive and deliver resources between truck stations, which in turn facilitate automation of loading, unloading, and refueling.
And another button press.
Milestone reached. Coal and iron can be combined in the foundry to start steel production. Project part number 2, the versatile framework, can only be created via automation, not at a crafting bench. Delivering these to the space elevator is essential if we are going to complete phase 2 of project assembly and save the day. FICSIT and humanity is relying on you.
I'll try not to let us down. Okay, so let's have a look-see, because a foundry, and we need more of them. Okay, so we really need to start setting up something more permanent. And the thing is, the way I've made this storage room, we don't really have a lot of room to expand. Let's see. Now we've finished all the tier 3 milestones, so I checked it off on our little list. It's a cool feature. I don't know really how to work those lists, so it looks cool. I'm sure I'll figure it out at one point. Okay, so I've been checking out our storage situation, and I found this might actually work as an upgrade. So I've added another floor, accessible by ladder, and had to reel off the drop there though, and added 4 more storage containers. We're not going to use 4 right now, but for when we need to, we can. And then I added a belt to a lift that goes into a new assembler. Already powered it up using the pull over there. I'm putting a new pull down here to power these 3 assemblers. And now we need to set it up. And this is a thing, because what we need is reinforced iron plates and iron rods. So now will be getting some reinforced iron plates in the output as well. That's cool. I mean modular frames, of course, because that's what we need. That's why we made all of this. And we actually have a few already. Cool. Next up, let's have a look at the power. Okay, so we're on our way to our power plant. And like I said, last time I didn't really like the way I left it. And I've done a lot of work in testing and seeing how we could set it up. So I've tried some stuff out. And you can see it on the left here already. I've done quite a bit. We needed to expand our power quite some to actually get it working. Okay, so here on the left you see the setup we've had in the last episode, and it's still running. I mean, that's the one that's providing power. The right one isn't working, but that's me trying something new, trying to get a cleaner setup done. So on the bottom you can see there is now 2 holes in the wall. This is for the coal input, because I've doubled the amount of generators compared to the other side, and 2 pieces of 8. So they need 120 coal per 8, so 2 holes will feed 2 sections. Now I've also started trying out how I want to make it look as a building, but I haven't unlocked everything yet. And I was experimenting with keeping these through the floor, clipping through like this, so you can actually have a quick overview of if it's running. I'm not sure if I want that though, because basically you can see if they're running, if there's smoke coming out of the pipes, because these are on, these aren't. It's pretty clear. Anyways, what I did is a whole pipe setup, and like I said, I wanted a little bit of overhang in the pipes, and things got a little bit tight, so because I didn't think about the pumps, which I added in last. They stick out one certain way and I can't spin them. That's unfortunate. So the thing that I've done is basically the same as on the other side, only I think this is a little bit cleaner. We have on the bottom of our screen an elevator coming up with the input of the coal, and then it goes to a center manifold, distributing it evenly amongst all generators. So 120 comes up and 15 is taken by all, which leaves us with a 100% efficient belt system. Now on the top side, I've put a straight line of pipes, and I actually made it loop around. And the reason I've done that is because I believe that if I understand it right, the water pressure just remains the same if you loop it, if you make it a little loopy loop. Now I also made sure that the water comes up higher, so when it reaches the highest point, because you see the left and the right ones are the feeding tubes, and I know they're not straight, but they're supposed to be like that. That was my initial design, so I might even straighten them out still to give some clearance for the pumps. But that's the feeding tubes to the generators. The other 2 are actually where the water gets pumped up. And on this side, it's basically the same thing. There is an elevator coming up with the coal, and it's the exact same setup. Anyways, when we walk into the new part, we have the center hallway, and here you can see the 4 pipes going underground on the, well, not on the ground, through the floor here. And that's where the water will be coming up. And I might even want to color code them. I'm not sure. I think the orange looks kind of nice. And I haven't put in walls everywhere. But on both sides, I just ran a power line through the back to connect them all. And then this is our little output pole. And as you can see, the consumption of this whole grid, because it's a separate grid right now, is 136 megawatts already. The production will be 1200, so we're left with about 1000, a little more than 1000, which is pretty good. And here is my little bottom floor setup. So as you can see, I've made a loop again on both sides, and basically there are 2 separate water loops for the whole plant. And this one pumps up 360, only the pipes only can do 300. So what we have done is make sure there's a loop here, and then use 2 pipes to pump it up, and they go through the floor, and the same on the other side. Then I've put in a little upper floor here for the conveyors that go into the wall to collect coal. And a lot of cables all around to actually make sure everything is powered. So, as you can see, it's been a lot of work figuring out how I wanted to make this work. I'm not even sure if it's wise to maybe even connect both of them here. But we could if we wanted to. But for now, I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. And if we go up here, you can see that those 4 are exactly those 4. Okay, so while we're flying around here, let's see if we actually have power to these, and we don't. So basically the only thing that needs to be done to get this working is power it all up and make sure we got coal incoming. I got this one here, and I was thinking of just bringing this over and connecting them up, but I'll need 2 poles, and that would mean it could go something like this, and then something like this. Now what we could do to get it running, we could just take this belt and connect it to that slot. But you can see I already put a belt down, and let's follow this one, because there was another node here, and I thought, why not hook that one up? And the thing is, there are actually 2 more nodes. So I put a merger down here and connected this node, and I am gonna hook the coal one up here already. And it should start pumping out coal right now. And let's get rid of those leaves at least. But there's only 60, and we need 120 for one module of the power plant to actually work. But this is the other cool one. But we can't access it just yet because we need a way to remove the rock. So I'm thinking either we find another coal node for now, because we need steel production before we can actually remove those rocks, or we just overclock this one. So on my way back, I thought there were some guys here and we haven't tested our new weapon yet. I'm sorry, buddy, but I hear you, volunteer. Ooh, another one. Bye-bye. It's so cool. Okay, while we're up here, then let's collect this slug as well. And let's get down there. Okay, so we're back at the miner, and I wanted to put in the shards. Let's see what actually changes, because we need 120. So there we go, and it goes up to 12.5, which is not bad. So really pumping out some coal now. Now let's see if our conveyor gets filled up nicely. We don't want the same thing as we had on the other one, that we have like corners where the coal seems to get stuck. I don't even know if that really works. Like, this is a weird looking corner. See, I don't know if this actually matters, but I don't like it. Okay, let's see what the corner does now. Rebuild the corner. And here comes the coal. Okay, that looks better. This whole system needs a kickstart. So to do that, we can just use the other coal plant before we make that line of coal run the other way. So let's come here and let's see if everything is actually working as intended. And I'm not sure which side I've put coal in. Probably the other side then. Let's quickly move our way over. Squeeze through here maybe. Yes. Okay, yeah. This is the side where we got the coal coming in now. So it's being fed in here. Let's get this one started. So this is a temporary line, I reckon, because this looks like it's going to be the exit. But it already runs to here, and I think this one and this one, then now it should be firing up. Hopefully. No? It should be, right? Water is being pumped. Coal is coming up. Let's troubleshoot real quick. Okay, so we see coal is being brought up. Don't tell me there's something wrong again. Let's have a look-see. If there is something wrong, then it's the water. Okay. There's no water coming up there. Let's see how it's doing here then. There is water coming up here. Interesting. I added a few more pumps, and I'm thinking this is the whole issue, that I'm not getting enough water flow. And I understand why the last ones in the line might be an issue, but it's 4, so we might even need to add more. Oh man, I really suck at understanding how the fluids and all work, because jeez. Okay, so it's 300 that gets pumped, so we might just want to add another pump here. Okay, so I've been troubleshooting. I've added a few more water pumps because it looks like the water was maybe an issue, and I think I fixed that now. Now I'm trying to double check if the coal isn't actually an issue, because the spacing doesn't really look right at points. I mean, it's pumping out 120. Give me that, why don't you? But like little things like this. I think I found the problem. Now it should be pumping out 120. And look, the spacing here is now weak, but then now it looks fixed. I actually redid the whole line from the merger out, because we were following that line, and then I just figured, well, it's straight through here. And you can see that the spacing here still isn't great. There are gaps on the conveyor. So let's hopefully we'll see them get fixed. I've also cut off the power to the other grid, so it's now actually running on its own power. At least it should be. Since we only needed a jump start, I thought a fuse blew. I was just about to say we only needed a jump start. Let's see what fuse blew, because it can't be our main one, right? I disconnected these two again, so these are separate grids now. One is still red. Yeah, it's this fuse. It for sure is. That's fine for now, because what I want to see is actually some more coal up there. I mean, we can give it a jump start anytime again. Oh, come on. Let's get up there, and I have some coal on me as well, so we might as well feed it manually. I thought I fixed a lot, but I still might need tips, because I've added 2 pumps here. Let's start feeding from the back. There we go. And let's start running it again. On the other hand, we might not even want to run it, because we need coal to come in a lot better, but normally it takes a little bit of time. You can now see that the coal is actually coming through, and these little gaps here are because they've used some in those generators, but the front two should be running smoothly now. And this has plenty of water, so that should be running smoothly as well. I do wonder if with the pumps I only need these two, because I thought, okay, you can do 3, and then we need a little bit of extra, and the same side on this 3, and then a little bit of extra power to actually get that water through. Man, you gotta love troubleshooting things like this. Okay, let's go through all of them. So you're full on coal, full on water. That's good. Full on water, full on coal. Well, not full, but you got some water and coal. Water, no coal. Water and coal. Water and coal. Water and no coal. Water and coal. So it's actually the coal that's looking to be the issue here. Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on this. It's 58 and 47. And see if eventually we get a little bit better coal dispersion, and it just takes a little longer with the manifold. That could be a thing. So I've been sitting here for a while, watching the coal come in to the manifold. And you can see now that the first line and the second line are filled up. So I'm thinking it just takes a while to get this whole contraption working smoothly. It just takes a long time to boot up. So this should go up to 450 as soon as the other line gets fed enough. But now it drops again to 225, and I don't know why. Because these 4 should be just running constantly now. Don't tell me I just forgot to hook one up. Don't tell me that's it, right? No, it's 4 green lights on this side. And 4 green lights on this side, so it... it should give 600. Okay, I see what I did here. I see what I did here. Sometimes I'm just an idiot, because I forgot that I moved this part around a little bit while I was building it, so I didn't hook both sides up again. You go there, and then you go there. Now, oh my god, I'm such an idiot. So I didn't actually got a cable running through this side, because I don't think I have a connection. No, I don't have a connection over here. So now it should be producing 600, and now the dips, I understand, that's fine. It's still booting up, but now it's actually doing 600. Oh, lordy lord. So the question is, yeah, it will still get dips because These need to be filled up more. But it should be fine. We should at least produce 450. Let's have a quick look here. Our current consumption is below 450. So we can just hook this up here. And now it goes up a little bit. That's good. And now before we tear all of this down, because I am planning on prepping this better for expansion by fine-tuning that module like I did on that side and build another one on this side. So we will be producing 2400 megawatts. So now what I want to do is connect the other line up to here. And let's just go from here. And then we'll can we reach here? No, we cannot. So let's put one more here. And then we take this one away and that one away. And I've done it again. This time I caught it in time. Now it should be all Mark II, and now the coal should be trickling into that side. I'm gonna leave this line here for now, for if we have to troubleshoot that. And have to put it back on. But if you look at the power now, we might even go above for a little bit. Because it will take a while before that coal runs out. But it should settle on 1200. At one point at least. So I'm gonna stand here to make sure. Can I make that jump? I can. So I've been sitting here a while and our original plant here has run out of coal. So no more black smoke from its pipes. The other pipes, however, are giving more and more black smoke. So let's have a look here. I've also, while waiting, I've been doing some of the decorations. Is it, what do you call it? So here we go. The first one we set up, we can see that 3 lines are now fully stocked up on coal. So the last line is still being fed. And I'm not sure if it's actually gonna fill up. Then the other side, we can see that 2 lines are full, so it's still feeding up on the 3rd line. At least it should mean that we have on the last 2, maybe not yet, because we don't see smoke on this tower. And I'm assuming it's coal, because now we see smoke. No, we don't see smoke on either of the... That last one fires up. Oh, this one fires up occasionally as well. Okay, so that's good. That's good. So I've done a little bit of design on the whole factory or the whole power plant as is, and I'm thinking maybe I can even expand vertically when needed. I do want to build another one next to this, and then see if we can get more coal up here. That will require a lot of coal, but we need a lot of power as well. So if this works, I'm going to copy it to the site here as well. and then probably have a nice entrance up here in the middle somehow. And maybe we can then, when we have the coal, I mean, water isn't really a problem. Just need to place down enough extractors and pumps and all that kind of good stuff. But if we have the coal, we could even build up a tier, use this platform to build more. We'll see when we get there. First, let me show you what I've done on the inside of the building as well. Because I've got doors on this side. I've kept a pretty open floor plan here. I've put walls in on that side, so you can still see the generators. Like, imagine coming in here now as a maintenance check. I do want to do something with the power. Hopefully, I can unlock the wall-mounted power. That would fix that. Then here you see the big entrance over there. And basically I've done everything the same on every side. So when you come through the door here, you can look out here. When we jump up here for now, you can actually see that the walls fit kind of nicely in these machines. And I mean, they clip through, but it doesn't look bad, I think. And then you can just go around here, back out here, and this, I'm planning on being then the whole entrance part. And probably gonna leave like 2 foundations open before I mirror this build on this side. At least I hope I can manage to do that. And then have a nice little entrance from the beach down here probably. May need to clean something of those lines up as well when we get to that. Let's have a look at our power grid, because this one's now turned off. And we are producing nearly at capacity, 1200. That's the capacity, but there's still 1 or 2 generators that get shut off occasionally. I'm sure that will fix itself. It's time to actually clean a little bit up, I guess, and well, it's quite a lot to clean up. Okay, that's done. So with that, I think we can say that we successfully upgraded power. And we finished the tier 3 milestones, upgraded the power. I think that's a good stopping point for this episode. Let's have one more look at our coal plant. And it's still not firing up totally. But yeah, it's something. As soon as we get this other node unlocked, then this will get a lot easier, because then we can actually put another 8 down and overclock all of them. Or we need new miners, that's a thing as well. Well, let's see what happens next time, but for now, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you guys for watching, and if you do have tips or tricks, especially with the fluids, please let me know in the comments. And hopefully this will set us up for power for a while. Hope to see you next time.